It's time for The Rob Ash Show, featuring Drake University football, with your host, Mark Meisenheimer. The Rob Ash Show is sponsored by Des Moines Mitsubishi, Quality Inn and Suites Event Center, and Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company.
Thanks for tuning into The Rob Ash Show along with Coach Rob Ash. I'm Mark Meisenheimer, and Coach, jump on the train. This thing is rolling. 45-27 win over Upper Iowa. You guys are, it's week in and week out. Here we go again.
Well, it's really fun, Mark. We're having a great time winning football games, and the fascinating part to me, the fun part, is that we never know exactly what the formula is going to be. You know, last week was a tremendous defensive struggle against Dayton, low-scoring game. This week, an offensive shootout, at least in the first half, and each week a different part of our game seems to step up and come through, and that's the kind of balance I guess you have to have the kind of success that we've had this year.
And the nice thing, too, again, you're able to pull your starters in the fourth quarter, keep everybody rested, keep everybody healthy, keep building towards the PFL championship.
That's right. That was really important for us. We did lose one player in the game, Nick Pilling, unfortunately, defensive tackle, but he was injured early in the game, and everybody else was able to come out. We were able to play the second-string guys in the fourth quarter. Again, good experience for them, a chance to rest our guys and get out of the game relatively healthy. So we felt good about that, picking up a win, continuing to be able to build towards the November 20th championship game.
All right, highlights of the Drake win over the Upper Iowa Peacocks. That's all coming up here on the Rob Ash Show.
Des Moines Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
Des Moines Mitsubishi is now in our new, bigger location at 90th and Hickman.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
With more room, more selection, and more great deals.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
Like your choice of late model Eclipses.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
Now is the time to buy.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
Now at 90th and Hickman in Clive.
Exceeding expectations, experience, exhilaration. Des Moines Mitsubishi.
Informal elegance, an eclectic but appealing menu, impeccable service, and West Des Moines' only non-smoking lounge. Where else? CK Steakhouse in the West Des Moines Marriott at 1250 74th Street, West Des Moines.
The grower is connected to the trucker. The trucker is connected to the florist. The florist is connected to the ride stand.
And soon, two families will connect for better or worse. When staying connected matters, count on your hometown wireless communication experts at Electronic Engineering. Electronic Engineering, connections you can count on.
Here we go, still, down the middle, 1-on-1. Bam! Did you see what I see? Because I saw a robbery. Does anybody want a Coke? Yeah, we get up, man. Hey, you crazy, man? That's Corinthian leather. And use the footstool to get to the refrigerator. I'm running all over y'all like a treadmill. Oh, ball. I am the greatest. I'm the greatest. Can't stop it. It's bad hot. I'm telling you. I'm just super nice in it, you know? That's all. When you nice, right? That's like a dish towel.
Thanks again for tuning in to the Rob Ash Show. Of course, Upper Iowa this week. They are formerly a member of the Iowa Conference. No more. This is a scholarship team. They're a tough team to deal with.
They really are, Mark. You know, they used to be in Division III in the Iowa Conference, but they've dropped out, gone to Division II NCAA. So they're giving scholarships now in all of their sports. And it was very evident from their football team that they have some money to spend for their athletes. Their guys are from Florida, from Texas, from New Jersey. They have some really good kids from Iowa, too, that they've been able to pick up with the scholarship money that they've been able to offer. So this was no non-scholarship versus non-scholarship. They had a lot of talent on that football team, and we were very concerned about them because of all their skill.
All right, and so you've got a tough opponent. Then let's talk about the coin toss. Interesting situation.
It was, Mark. They usually you defer if you win the toss, or you take the wind or whatever. But Upper Iowa won the toss and took the football, and that meant to us that they knew they had some things up their sleeve offensively, and they thought they could do a good job on offense. And we'll see when we start. They were right, unfortunately, at the beginning of the game.
All right, Drake against Upper Iowa. Here we go, coming out onto the field.
Beautiful day, November 6th, and it was fabulous weather. I mean, it really was a great day to play, maybe almost a little warm for our players. Some of them talked about how hot it was out there. But we ended up having a kickoff. They won the toss and took the ball, and so they got the ball first here. Ryan Horvath, kind of a low kick. You can see Phil Williams, one of our good guys on the kickoff team, making a nice tackle. Jacob Craig, number 30, also in here. But here's the first play of the game. We told our secondary, look for something tricky. Well, we didn't look hard enough. They ran what's called a post-corner post route where the number 2 receiver fakes a flag pattern to the outside, gets the safety to bite on that, and then he comes back into the post again. They control the other safety with a route on the other side. We've seen the route before, but there's safety Ryan Fries. He was the one that got pulled out of the way by the backside receiver, and the receiver there, number 2, had a great day. And so there were 14 seconds gone in the game, and we're down by a touchdown. We did block the extra point, so it's 6-0. Here's Tyler Putnam with a very good kickoff return. Got a face mask penalty on top of that. So now I think our offense came out with a little more urgency than we might have otherwise after Upper Iowa scored that first touchdown. So this is a good drive. Scotty Fadevong with a nice run there. Here's a little screen to Scotty. He was able to break out of there. We had a penalty, and so we had long yardage. We got it down to 3rd down and short yardage. And then we went into an open formation and ran the football. That worked out good. They were expecting pass there, so Scott ran the ball well. And then another good job of opening up the holes. He decided to try to run over the corner there. I'm not sure why. A little guy against little guy, and their guy got him down. And then, of course, we got into the goal line offense here. Mike Bialis, number 35, going in behind all of our big tackles and fullbacks, everybody, all of our big good blockers up there, and we got the ball in on 3rd and goal. Made the extra point and evened the game up and got a 1-point lead right away after our first drive. So now the game is on, but they're not going to be stopped. Oh, that's right. We had the turnover here. Curtis Martindale, after the fumble, he goes in there, number 24, and is able to get the ball right back. So that was the only time really in the first half that Upper Iowa flinched. And they had this, they had the ball first, had the scoring advantage, and then the turnover changed field position, gave us an early opportunity. Nice run there by Scott Fadevong. Now the fake to Scott and our patented play to the tight ends, and Upper Iowa was in pretty good position there. You can see they're flying around.
Close to a late hit there.
Yeah, luckily it was late hit on their own guy. And then James Mickley over the middle. Great passing. Connor Justice was really on all day on his passing, and that was a great read by him, finding the tight end over the middle. Classic red zone play, isn't it? Tight end over the middle. So we got ahead 14-6, but look at Upper Iowa. They've got good players. The quarterback threw that ball right where he had to get it, between the corner and the safety and our 2-deep coverage. And now on 3rd and 1, they're going to power the ball in here and get the first down. Down inside the 20, we couldn't get them stopped. They ran a very good power play in that situation. And then over the middle, this number 2, I can't remember his name, but he's a young man from Florida, had 4 touchdown passes in the game before it was all over, touchdown receptions. So they're back in the hunt here, 14-13, and the scoring battle is on. Here's Tyler Putnam again, our kickoff return team. Did a very good job. They opened up a nice hole for Tyler here. The safety has to come up and make the play, but that's a good run. Gets us out over the 30-yard line, almost to the 40-yard line. Here's a good rollout here. Connor with a good throw, going to his left, getting the ball to Jason Jones, getting JJ in the game here, getting him involved a little bit. Here's the fake to Fadevong again and the throw to Mickley. We run that zone play with Fadevong so well that they have to defend it, and then that makes the bootlegs open up even better. Here's Scott with a nice read on the power play, getting outside and getting down into the red zone. And here's another run behind Grant Knowles and Matt Haas down to the 5-yard line. And then as the quarter changes here, we're going to run the bootleg again, and Mickley's wide open. I thought that was a little bit of a late hit there on him. Luckily, he just gets up and tells the guy, hey, we got a touchdown. So he kept his cool, but I thought that was kind of a cheap play in the end zone. All right, so we're ahead 21-13. Upper Iowa still getting things going here. There's the pass over the middle. Our guys came up hard. Phil Williams came up with a good hit, but it was a first down. That was a 3rd down conversion for Upper Iowa. Now they're going to run the bootleg, and they're just able to barely run away from the blitz, barely get it over Nick Ross's head, and they completed it. I mean, they're really hot. They're playing well right now. And then our defense is going to step it up. This is a huge stop in the game right here. Nick Ross and Jimmy Adams stopping the fullback, and then on 4th down here, no, I'm sorry, this is 3rd down, Jace Dennison. Great job here, knocking the ball out. Jace consistently making plays for us now the second half of the season. Now it's 4th down. They're going to try to throw the ball out here to the outside to their good receiver. 4th and 3. Now they passed up a chance for a field goal here. A chip shot, easy field goal to try to get the touchdown. Phil Williams is going to come up, and you can see the red marker right on the ground here on the 3-yard line, and the official puts his foot down. They measured it. He missed it by 1 inch, literally by 1 inch. And so we got the ball on the 4-yard line. We ran it out of there with Scott Fadevong. Ran Scott again here, and he bounces it to the outside. Watch this burst of speed here, and the good hard running to get another first down by Scott. So we're driving the ball out, and then a big play. They try to blitz to get us stopped. We pick up the blitz. We hit Tyler Putnam over the middle.
He's gone.
He's gone. He made a great move on their safety. The safety thought he was going out on the flag pattern. He was going in over the middle. So he ended up getting the touchdown there, and that gave us a big lead, 28-13. But the half wasn't over yet. Let me tell you, they came back here with some good passes. Just sort of a quick read there against our zone blitz. They had a very good plan against it. You know, the Coach Messingham is a very good offensive coach, and they had some good isolations here. They had their tight end against our safety. He ran a good route. The quarterback put it in the right spot. And then here's their good receiver against our safety again, and he makes the touchdown. So it's 28-20 now, back and forth, and there's only 4 minutes left in the half, but we took off on a very good drive, very patient drive. Here's Mike Bialis with a good run up the middle. There's about a minute left in the half, but we're still very patient here. Tried a little 90 screen here, we call it, to Bialis, and he's able to run hard and get up into 4th down. This is 4th and 3 with 30 seconds left. We thought we had a good play to get the first down here so we could continue to take time off the clock, maybe get a touchdown instead of a field goal. It did work with the pass to Shea Maroney. So we got down here now with about 15 seconds left in the first half. Beautiful pass out here to Jason Jones, and Kurt has this on a replay to show you the concentration by JJ with a defender closing in on him to make that catch. 15 seconds left in the half. We get the bonus touchdown to go ahead 35-20 at the half. What a scoring Donnybrook here in the first half. Nobody punted. There were no punts in the game, lots of touchdowns, and we went in drained, let me tell you, at the halftime.
But how much does that, getting that final touchdown, that's got to be an emotional boost going into the locker room, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, that was huge. We were able to drive, take all the time off the clock, and get the touchdown. I had plenty of confidence in Tyler McGlade to make that field goal on 4th down, but I knew if we didn't get the touchdown, he could still kick it later. As long as we converted the 4th down play, we would eliminate all the rest of the time, but the bonus was to actually get the touchdown in that situation.
More scoring, more highlights. Second half coming up, but first, here are some friends of Drake football.
Putnam Gourmet Steaks is pleased to offer you a healthier alternative in steak. These steaks are hand-cut from 100% USDA choice all-natural beef. The cattle are corn-fed 320 to 365 days with no growth hormones, subtherapeutic antibiotics, or steroids. Putnam Gourmet Steaks are the perfect healthy gift. Rob Ash and the Drake University football staff have enjoyed these steaks, and the coaches agree they're incredibly tender and flavorful. Be sure to visit our website at www.putnamsteaks.com.
Welcome back. Second half, a different story with your defense. Boy, your guys they laid it down, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, Mark. It was really exciting to see. We were very concerned at halftime with the offense that Upper Iowa had been able to put together, but our defense is very proud. And they came out in the second half and were able to produce 3 turnovers, as we'll see when we get the tapes going. And they played just a lot better in general than they did in the first half. And our offense continued to play well as well. So, you know, it was one of those games where after the first half we realized we were playing a good football team. We'd have to raise our level, and we were able to do that.
All right, I'm sure folks are tired of looking at us. Let's get to some highlights. Second half against Upper Iowa.
Now, this is a situation, you know, they took the ball at the beginning of the game, so that gives us the ball at the beginning of the second half. Tyler Putnam that was a good kick by their kicker, way down deep in the corner, but Tyler comes all the way back. We were trying to run our return to the wide field. He was able to keep his balance and get out there almost up to the 30-yard line. So here's our first possession of the second half. We started out with the same zone read play, and Scotty with his good speed, able to get out there and get about 8 or 9 yards. Then we drop back here with a nice call at the line by Connor, throwing the comeback pattern over there to Shea Maroney. That keeps the drive moving. Now here's a play fake. You're going to see Jason Jones coming across the field from right to left. And Connor hits him in stride. Jason about got trapped by the kicking net there over on the sideline. And then with a little motion here, we got a trap to Matt Goodwin right up the middle. Matt Goodwin back from his injury from way back in the Platteville game, starting to play a little bit, ran that ball very nicely. We did get stopped. We threw a couple incompletions, and McGlade came on to kick a very strong field goal there. But at least we got points on the board, and now we're up above that magic 16-point margin where you're into a 3-score game. And then we got a break right away at the beginning of the second half. Curtis Martindale, who got beat for the touchdown earlier, redeemed himself there with a nice interception, the ball down into the 30. I'd like to say we converted right away, but I got a little conservative in my play calling. Ran the ball a couple times, got into a 3rd and long, missed a pass, and so we tried the field goal, and then we missed the field goal. So that was kind of a discouraging turn of events. Here's a run by, put that on there to show you, Jimmy Adams just got tackled by the Upper Iowa lineman, but there was no call. But we did get him stopped, and then here's a good job by our guys coming through the line. Jimmy Adams, attacking the running play, and Chris Daniels coming up with the fumble. So a second turnover, and I decided on the sideline I wasn't going to be conservative again. So on first down after the turnover, we throw sort of a trail route to JJ, wide open, and that time we converted, got the touchdown. You just have to be aggressive in a high-scoring game, I feel, offensively. So we were able to get the touchdown there to JJ, get out to a 45-20 lead, and now hope our defense can hang on. There's a good play. Nick Ross knocking down the receiver.
Sort of formation is
That's
that?
a wild punt formation that a lot of people are using now, that with 3 guys back and the widespread of guys across the front. It's I think you'll see more of that punt formation down the road. It gives you more coverage. So they punted us deep, and then we had to punt out of our own end zone, our first punt of the day. Ryan Horvath with a good punt out here. The receiver just about had a nice play. He might have been able to get down the sideline there, but he was unable to do that. And then they fumbled the ball here, and we had a scramble for the ball, but one of their big linemen came up with it. And now they've got a scoring opportunity here, but we're going to stop this one with another great play by the defense. Ryan Freeze, number 26, coming across for the interception. Here's the replay of that same play. They're trying to throw the ball back in there. Freeze catches it and drags his feet, gets his toes in bounds, so the defense comes up with a big play. And then we get out of the hole there by throwing the ball to Mickley. He's a load, boy, when he's running with the football. So into the fourth quarter now, we started being more conservative now. We got a good lead. Defense is playing well. We punted the ball away. Just about had another turnover here. Brad Peters at the bottom of the pile in a fight for the ball, but their guy got it back. And then we started the rest of the fourth quarter now. We started to put some guys in. Here's Kevin Jennings and Alex Sims, guys you haven't heard a whole lot about, making a sack. And then here's Bill Costanzo, our quarterback, running a quarterback sneak for 11 yards. That was the highlight of the fourth quarter, Bill's 11-yard quarterback sneak. But we ran the ball a lot. We got a lot of time. We had a 4 or 5 minute drive with a lot of good running plays. And Upper Iowa did tack on a touchdown against our second team guys. But, we won the game and got to play a lot of different people in the second half, and that was good.
Connor Justice, boy, he's really coming along nicely this season, and here's another example of his progression, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that was a season high, career high for him, 5 touchdown passes, and it was the highest, ties the highest for the league this year with 5 TD passes. I'd say that's coming along pretty well.
All right, let's check out the statistics. And boy, you guys win so big so often, or I should say the last few weeks, that the statistics haven't always reflected how close the game is.
Right, and this was good here. If you look at passing yardage, the 2 teams were fairly even, 260 to 260. But the difference is we can run the football so well. We were 100 yards better than they were running the football, and that reflects itself in the time of possession at the bottom, where we have a lot more time with the football. But the key in the game still, Mark, is turnovers. We had no turnovers. That's the first game this year that we've had no turnovers for our offense. But the defense takes 4 times away, takes the ball away from Upper Iowa. That +4 is really the reason why we won the game by so many points.
All right. We are not done here on the Rob Ash Show. Play of the week, player interview, it's all still coming up. So stay with us.
There's only one place to stay in Des Moines, the fully renovated Quality Inn and Suites Event Center, with rooms that have a beautiful view, an indoor pool with an outdoor feel, and an elegant ballroom for all occasions. The Governor's Lodge is a great place to relax. There are conference rooms to accommodate your business meetings, then unwind in a room with a whirlpool. Plan your next event at the Quality Inn and Suites Event Center, downtown Des Moines.
Is your hard-earned money going down the drain every month when you pay rent? The Oaks Development Company has beautiful townhomes available for about the same amount you're paying in rent. They can offer no closing costs or origination fees. All major appliances are included. And at Frisbee Park in the Meadowland in Des Moines, you'll benefit from the tax abatement program for 5 years. So stop throwing your hard-earned money away and contact the Oaks Development Company today.
Polly Eyes Pizza, the real thing.
There's a big difference between the big chains and my independent pizzerias, and you can taste the difference right here at Polly Eyes Pizza. We've been serving our family recipe to Iowa families since 1957. Authentic, crisp crust, custom blended mozzarella cheese, preservative-free sausage, and fresh vegetables. So come try my pizza, Polly Eyes Pizza.
Polly Eyes Pizza, the real thing.
Des Moines Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
Des Moines Mitsubishi is now in our new bigger location at 90th and Hickman.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
With more room, more selection, and more great deals.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
Like your choice of late model Eclipses.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
Now is the time to buy.
Mitsubishi has moved to Hickman.
Now at 90th and Hickman in Clive.
Exceeding expectations, experience, exhilaration. Des Moines Mitsubishi.
Now it is time for the Des Moines Mitsubishi Play of the Week, and we're going to go take a look at the offense. Connor Justice with 5 touchdown passes. Here's one of them.
This week's Play of the Week was a touchdown pass from Connor Justice to Tyler Putnam. This is our longest touchdown pass of the season. I'll set it up here for you. Tyler Putnam is up in the slot. Now, he's in the game at this position right now because Jason Jones just got hurt on the previous play. So Tyler went out there at his spot, and Connor's up at the line now. He's going to call this play at the line of scrimmage. He sees the man-to-man alignment on the part of the defense, and they're going to blitz these 2 linebackers right here. In man-to-man coverage with a blitz, the key is picking up the blitz. And we'll see as we roll the tape here that we do a great job on the blitz pickup. Here's Scott Fadevong now coming out of the backfield. Of course, Scott's known for his ability to run the football, but he does a good job picking up the blitz. Nice cut block against the linebacker. Our 5 linemen each block their own guy, and you can see as Connor throws the ball, man-to-man coverage up here. This is Putnam's man. He faked a flag, and the guy slipped a little bit, and Tyler had put a good move on him, and he's off to the races. This is called cover 0, no safety help. So once Putnam beat his man, then there was smooth sailing the rest of the way. Great touchdown play for us from Connor Justice to Tyler Putnam.
Of course, a great play like that starts in the trenches. There are 4 senior offensive linemen that helped as far as the 550 yards of total offense. These guys don't always get the credit. So Grant Knowles, he's a senior, he's an offensive lineman. He is this week's player interview.
Come out and run the ball, and then once they start trying to stop the run, pass on them. It was a pretty simple game plan. They blitz a lot, so we knew they'd blitz sooner or later, and then we just catch them off guard. This week we practiced pretty much like every week. We went out there to win. We really focused on their defense and how much they blitzed a lot, so we had a lot of blitzing and scout team, and they did a really good job to prepare us. No, but we're stressing technique and doing well on that. We did their jobs right. We did our jobs, and everybody else did their jobs, and we had holds. And so everything worked out well.
Did you see what I see? Because I saw a robbery. Does anybody want a Coke? Yeah, we get up, man. Hey, you crazy, man? That's Corinthian leather. And use the footstool to get to the refrigerator. I'm running all over y'all like a treadmill. I am the I'm the greatest. Can't stop it. It's mad hot. I'm telling you, I'm just super nice in it, you know? That's all. When you nice like this. That's all that's talking.
You never know when you might come across that winning Iowa lottery ticket.
I was on my break at work when I scratched my ticket.
I received my winning ticket and a belated birthday card.
I became the lottery's big winner at the Iowa State Fair. And you won't believe how much you can win from the Iowa lottery.
$30,000.
$25,000.
A new Winnebago.
Yep, people everywhere are winning big. How about you?
Woohoo!
There's only one place to stay in Des Moines, the fully renovated Quality Inn and Suites Event Center, with rooms that have a beautiful view, an indoor pool with an outdoor feel, and an elegant ballroom for all occasions. The Governor's Lodge is a great place to relax. There are conference rooms to accommodate your business meetings, then unwind in a room with a whirlpool. Plan your next event at the Quality Inn and Suites Event Center, downtown Des Moines.
At Regency Homes, it's about building smarter. It's about building healthier, environmentally friendly homes. It's about building homes that are safe, secure, and energy efficient. It's about smarter financing. Regency. Building smarter. When you add it up, it's about getting a lot more home for your money. It's about building the new American dream. Regency Homes. Contact your real estate professional.
Welcome back. I know this season this has been one of your favorite parts of the show. Let's go to the standings.
Yes, I like the standings this year. We'll watch again, see Drake up there. Of course, we played out of the conference, but the 4-0 mark sure looks good. The standings are final now, Mark. San Diego beat Dayton in a thrilling, exciting game, 38-35. They scored in the last 30 seconds of the game to win and take second place in the league. Their only loss, of course, being to us a few weeks ago, 41-38. So that turned out to be a huge win for us back there. Down in the South, an upset. Austin Peay beat Davidson in overtime, and so that knocked Davidson out of a possible tie for first. The Jacksonville and Moorhead tied, and since Moorhead beat Jacksonville, of course, they are the South Division champions. So that sets up the conference championship game, of course, on November 20th.
All right, you of course are going to talk more about your big win over Upper Iowa. You've got your quarterback club.
Quarterback club first on Monday, and then the radio show here at Autographs. There's the graphic on the quarterback club. Got those reversed. This is Monday, and then the radio show on Tuesday. Same as we've been having. They're a lot of fun. We had record crowds last week after the Dayton game, Mark. I hope people will keep coming back because we do have a lot of fun.
All right, and you have Waldorf at noon coming up, final home game of the season, and this really, I mean, this is an emotional day for your seniors. It's, for the whole program, but especially for your seniors.
It is, Mark. They enjoy playing in Drake Stadium. It's a doghouse. It's our home field, and we've got a great record at home over the years that the guys have played there. And when they walk through that tunnel the last time, and they know it's the last game that they're ever going to play in the stadium, it's always tough. It's very emotional, and we will honor them before the game and make a big deal of it. And then we probably won't play real well at the beginning of the game. That's always the way it is. But they always do come through. We want to end up these guys' home season with a win. Everybody in the program, the underclassmen, really play hard in this last game so that those seniors can end with a positive note.
All right, again, it's a noon kickoff against Waldorf, and this is your final game before the big PFL championship.
Right, and we need to continue to improve and get better every week because no Moorhead is doing that. We've got to stay on target with them for that championship game.
All right, that's all the time we have for Coach Rob Ash. I'm Mark Meisenheimer. Thanks for tuning in.
Mic check. It's a silent 2. 3. I don't know why, you'd probably be able to see it. This week we practiced pretty much like every week. We went out there to win. We really focused on their defense and how much they blitzed a lot. So we had a lot of blitzing and scout team, and they did a really good job to prepare us. People did their jobs right. We did our jobs, and everybody else did their jobs, and we had holds. And so everything worked out well. Yeah, we've been stressing a lot this year about technique and really stressing that. I don't know, but we're stressing technique and doing well on that. Niner. Did you get that, Niner? Niner? No, that's fine.
So what was your guys' game plan today?
To come out and run the ball, and then once they start trying to stop the run, pass on them. It was a pretty simple game plan. They blitz a lot, so we knew they'd blitz sooner or later, and then we just catch them off guard. No, not really. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, though.